universe. And I'm actually getting tired of winter finally. I'm a winter person. I like it, but there's like 6 feet of snow on my driveway, on the side of my driveway. I'm like fed up.
Can we trade?
Oh God, please, anytime. No, actually, I'm not a warm weather person. I actually prefer the winter. This one's just been really. It can't make up its mind. Yesterday it was minus 15. Today it's 0 and freezing rain. Like, please, enough. Give me a couple of weeks of each, right? But
Yeah.
we are back with more role-playing game shenanigans. We are doing more WereWolf the Apocalypse campaign. If you watched the last one, hey, thanks for watching. If you're following along, please do. If you want to get in on the chat, do so. In fact, I don't have my Twitch and chat in front of me. If one of the guys who I'm playing with would be kind enough to open it, turn off the sound so they don't hear the delay, and monitor the chat. Yeah, monitor the chat, please. If anyone comes in and chats, let me know. We want to know what they say. We are introducing 2 new characters into the game, played by our good friend Mario. Say hi, Mario. And our other good friend Monica.
I do know the way.
You do know the way. There you go. Yeah, we are having fun. They will be playing another Fianna and a Silent Strider. If you don't know anything about that, well, go look it up. I'm done explaining stuff. We're going to continue the story as it goes along. And we have a good time. As the players, since except for Justin and I, none of these guys have played WereWolf the Apocalypse ever. Obviously, we're going to stop and talk about and discuss things and explain things as it goes along. So don't flip out if we break out a character and have to have little exposition sessions. They'll become less and less as the campaign goes along, and they realize that really one of the joys of World of Darkness is it's all about roleplay.
Yeah.
Like the rules and the backgrounds and stuff are really loose and easy to play around. This game was designed originally to be LARPing, so really nice.
Which me and Mario and Justin are all very familiar with.
There you go.
I mean, if I can warp this, damn, I'd be happy.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
dude.
can, absolutely. Many years ago, when I first started in World of Darkness, I started it as a Vampire the Masquerade
John,
LARP.
it says you're offline.
No, we're online, I think so. I'm on the air.
It says you're offline.
I am on the air.
Okay.
Hang on, let me pull this
I'm
up.
gonna refresh the page really quick, make sure.
Please and thank you.
Oh, he's online.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's online.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
Yeah, my Twitch is fucking up.
You're at the top.
Nice, all good.
Yeah,
So
my Twitch
please,
is retarded.
feel free to follow along. Feel free to subscribe. If you subscribe, I'd be thrilled. I understand Twitch costs money to subscribe, so I would never, demand, oh, you must subscribe. Not at all.
It
But
makes his old man heart happy. Please.
there
do
you
it.
go. There you go. And follow,
Even
enjoy,
some
comment.
names
There you go. It makes my mighty mustache tremble. Come along and join. Come along for a mustache ride. Yes, it's that kind of adult content. Oh man, I tell you, if I can get this popular enough, if I can get going and have enough people following and subscribing, I promise, I will actually send out hats and T-shirts. I will have them made. That will be that old-fashioned free mustache rides given here, or straight up, I rode the mustache. Damn right.
I'd wear
Yeah,
that hat
man.
every day, especially
right,
if it was a
man.
beanie.
Damn right.
I'm so glad I. don't
And
have
a
money to buy
beanie for all of my Canadian brothers is a toque. We don't have beanies here. We call them what they're supposed to be. That's not how you spell toque.
That's a great way to mispronounce beanie.
There you go. Attache tes tuques. All right, messieurs. Attache tes tuques. We're gonna go. Hold on to your hat.
Fuck, it's not on. I'll hold on to my headphones.
There you go. Grab it and go. Eh? All right. So we left out last session with the 2 characters with remind us of their names, Diana and James.
Phelan.
Phelan, getting ready to go out on patrol with Seamus. Seamus, by the way, Seamus O'Flynn, I decided was his name, is the Elder of Boston. He's a rank 4 Fianna. He is the Sept Elder, also known as the Ard Rai, and he's in charge of it. A lot of things are happening there. It's Frosh Week mid-September in Boston, so MIT and Harvard are back in, and a lot of crazy stuff going on in the streets on a Saturday night. There's a biker convention. There's like a bike run happening just outside of town, so that always leads to various problems. And obviously, we know the events of the story. It opened up with a young girl who turned out to be a were-coyote showing up shot at Phelan's home. News had come down that the highest-ranking Silverfang, pretty much in North America, the Sept Elder of New York City, had been assassinated from a great distance by a sharpshooter using an exploding silver bullet. And another attempt had been made on the highest-ranking bone gnar, I think, in the world, Mother Larissa, and who was saved by this coyote, this were-coyote, and who came to thank her. And fortunately, she was helped. Nobody could understand anything this poor girl said because she only spoke Navajo and Spanish, which apparently Seamus speaks quite well. So we discovered that she had come to bring some information, but as of yet, we don't know much else. She seemed to have some information on what was going on with these assassination attempts, but we haven't got any more info on that. We do know that we also found out, this is more for our new characters, that way I don't have to go through it after. We also found out that the assassin, according to the spirits that they contacted, who knew a little bit about it, was what they referred to as Angry Thunderbird, and that he had taken off westbound, and they had lost track of him somewhere around the Mississippi River. They also know that the only spirit who might know is Grandfather Tree, the oldest tree in existence, which they found out is somewhere in like Arizona, New Mexico area. Since following that, okay, so beginning the game, as you guys are getting ready to leave the pub, or you guys are off with Seamus on patrol just to see what's going on, Monica, your character, whose name is?
My name is Maliha Cassis.
Maliha Cassis. So you're a silent strider. You have been sent to Boston from London, where you had been living for a time. And you had been sent to find out what's going on. Word had come out about the assassination of Marcus earlier in the day, and you have been sent. You were put on a plane, you land at Logan Airport, and you are sent through customs. You have false identity papers. Everything is set up for you by your camp. Okay, they provide you with all of the things you need, including passports, small amount of money, things like that, so you can make way in the human world. Mm-hmm. So you come through customs, you get out, you have whatever you want to do. You're now on the street outside the airport. Your your orders are to find and contact the elders of the city and find out what's going on.
Okay. I want to start asking around, like, I'm trying to think of public places. The only thing that's coming to mind is, like, bars and shit, though. I want to try asking around for information to figure out where the nearest group of, like, those people are.
Well, remember that your average person doesn't know werewolves even exist.
Oh, fuck, that's right. I want to ask around and see if they've seen any nomad types that are, like, kind of grouped together, or like people that have been looking for like resources for cheap.
Okay, who are you asking? Do you know anyone in Boston?
Oh fuck, that's right. Yeah. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's okay.
No, this is a first for you. Remember, you have your character sheet in front of you. One of the things I told you was that as a silent strider, as a roamer, you have a contact. You have at least one contact in every major city in the world who you can reach out to for info.
I want to call my good friend Alvin, who is a known. Trying to think. I'm horrible with words right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Who's a known trader for anything that has value.
Okay, so he's like he runs a pawn shop. Basically, he's a pawnbroker in Boston.
He also happens to be a really good fence.
Yeah, he's a pawnbroker, which means he handles a lot of stolen goods, and you know that he's perfectly cool with handling weird occult stuff, which is why you know him as a contact.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so you give him a call. Yo, what's up?
Hey, Shit, what am I looking for again? I'm sorry.
What are you looking for? Well, you've been told to get to Boston. You've been told to find the werewolf elders. Remember, this guy does not know werewolves exist. This guy's just a human contact. But you also, you just got into town, so you're looking for people. Hang on a second. Let me make a roll. Make a roll and see. Hang on. More importantly, let me make a roll. Well, yeah, they would have told you. You're looking for Seamus O'Flynn. You're looking for Seamus O'Flynn. That's a given. Pardon me, sir. Sorry about that. I burped as I was talking. That's those San I love San Pellegrino, but man, is it gassy. Whew. So, yes,
Okay.
Obviously you've been told who to find. You've been told to find the elder of the city, Seamus O'Flynn, and to find out what's going on. Yeah. So, yo, what's up?
Hey, I'm looking for a guy named Seamus O'Flynn. Seamus O'Flynn?
Ah,
I heard of anyone
Seamus.
by that name.
Yeah, he owns 3 or 4 bars down on the strip.
Address?
Well, hang on a second. You hear him like flipping through some papers. Yeah. Kaylee's. There's a place called Kaylee's. He gives you an address. Basically, it's a bar. It's a like an Irish pub.
All right. Thank you.
Real authentic top tier shit.
There you go. At the same time, Vex, played by Mario, you are arriving from Chicago. You were sent by Seamus to represent him at a meeting of the Fianna, basically the monthly moot. Nothing big. It's paperwork.
A big bunch of Fianna telling each other what's going on.
Yeah. And this time it was in Chicago. Seamus said he couldn't make it, and so you just arrived back. You're driving back into town. You're just outside of Boston. Basically, it's up to you where you want to go and what you want to do. You have no idea what's going on at this point. You've been on the road for the last 2 days coming from Chicago.
My name's you would know my character is Gra.
Okay, you pull into Tirnanog, where you have been before. You are just outside of town. Basically, you're driving through the woods outside of Boston, coming into town, and there's woods. Then there's a farmhouse, and you pull in where you're used to, and he's not there. But there's always stuff going on. There's a little old lady who looks like, I swear, a hag. She looks like she must be 150 years old, and she's sitting there along with a young Latino guy, and they're deep in conversation with a tiny, scrawny nothing of a teenage girl. When you pull up,
She's like 90 pounds soaking wet.
oh yeah, and she's pale as a ghost, and she looks like she's had it pretty rough. But they're all sitting very pleasantly talking. As you approach, the young Latino guy stands up. He's like, "Can I help you, boss?"
Yeah, I'm looking for Gra.
Oh, you mean the guy who lives here, the really good-looking Irish guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, right. He went into town. He went into town with a guy named And the little lady goes, "That would be Seamus, my dear." Yeah, him.
Alright, nice. What's the question? Is she okay?
Oh, she's okay now. She wasn't okay. She got a lot of help. We're figuring out how to get her back to her people. Oh man, it hit the fan, It went down, brah. Like some guy tried to kill my elder here, and this little girl, man, she jumped in and took the bullet, and then the spirits brought her here, and your buddy Gra, like, he took her in, and then this Fury chick, she healed her and everything, and I don't know, man. They only brought me here because this chickie here, she don't speak no English, so she needs someone who can speak Spanish. Absolutely. She speaks. She's looking at you like kind of from Mars. What do you roll for that? Well, what's the rule on your gift? How does speech of the world work? That's fine. That's fine. Hang on a second. We'll pull this up. I'll have it in front of me too. As we go, we're going to remember these, and obviously, if you can make notes on how they work. Hello, spider. There's a spider crawling on my laptop.
Player rolls intelligence plus academics, difficulty 7.
There you go. So for you, that would be a walloping 3 dice. Three
D10s.
tens. They're always D10s. The only dice there are D10s.
3 at difficulty 7.
Yep.
You have 1 success.
Okay, so what is it? What does 1 success give you?
By the way, everyone watching.
No problem, man. We're getting there. It's all good. We're gonna get along with this. And hang on, I'll look it up myself and see.
I'm trying to see how many successes one would get. It doesn't seem to
Of
say
the
anything.
world. Usually it's amount of time. Speech of the
It says
world.
it lasts the scene.
Okay, werewolf gift. Do you need? Hang on a second. Hamid and Silent Strider. Player rolls. You don't need any specific number of successes. So you roll intelligence plus academics, difficulty 7, and if you get a success, at least 1 success, the effect lasts the scene. Okay, you now. No, I did not just do that. You now understand her just fine. You can speak to her either in Navajo or in Spanish. Well, you just speak to her, but you don't know what language you're speaking. You're just speaking to her.
Are you okay?
I'm okay now. I'm just a little tired. I explained it to them already. I was sent here by the elders of my tribe, and to bring a message to the old lady. And when I arrived, my danger sense told me there was danger, and so I tried to help her. And then I woke up here. The other guy goes, man, she's Nuisha, man. She's Were-Coyote. She's not one of us. There are, you are a werewolf, Mario. There are other shape-shifting species.
Where spiders, where bears, where coyotes, all types of shit.
Most of them hate your freaking guts because centuries and millennia ago, there was something called the Wars of Rage, where except for a few tribes, you guys tried to kill them all. She could care less because she was in North America where the Wars of Rage didn't really happen. She does know it, and she knows that you are probably not her friend necessarily, but the only thing you would know about were-coyotes is that they're tricksters by nature, and if you don't take their tricks with good nature, they can be extremely dangerous. Yeah, there wouldn't be much you could do even if she wasn't. She said that the old lady's helping me very well. They're going to try and get me back to New Mexico. You know exactly who that old lady is. Mother Larissa is world famous. Yes, she's a bonar, but she may very well be the most powerful spiritual shaman alive today.
Like in the world.
In the world. She's in the werewolf nation. She's kind of like a high-ranking politician. Everybody knows her name.
She very well might be in actually the best hands.
Yeah.
Like literally. The best.
Okay, so you jump in the car. You have a small, inexpensive car that you drive. You don't have any specific points in drive, and that doesn't matter. It's important to remember that being able to drive isn't a matter of the skill. The drive skill is the ability to do things like high-speed driving and like anytime you need to do things other than keep the car on the road. Yeah, you have no idea how to do shit like that. You head to town. You head to Kaylee's, which is the bar where you usually hang out. Okay, Gra, Diana, you and Seamus are heading out of the bar when a taxi pulls up, and Arabic-looking woman gets out and sort of waves at Seamus. That would be you, Dietrich. You pull up in front of Kaylee's just in time to see the man who you've been told you're looking for. You have a vague description of him walking out of the bar with a couple of young adults. Dietrich, Monica.
I'm sorry.
Yep. You pull up in your cab, hop out, and you're in front of Kaylee's. The man that you were told to look for, you recognize him from his description because he has a big bushy red beard, and he tends to wear this weird hat thing a lot. You're looking for this guy, and he's walking out the front of the bar with a couple of young adults in tow. You get out and wave at him, and he's waiting. He's like, "Oh, what's up?"
I was told to look for you by my village elders.
Village, there's a word I haven't heard in a long fucking time.
Oh yeah? Where are you from?
Sorry.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Where are you from, kid?
I was told to look for you. Can you help me?
Depends on what you need. We were just about to head out on patrol. Listen, Diana, I'll catch up with you. I'm going to go and talk to her for a minute. Head down to Boston Common and see what's going on for Frosh Week. Just keep your eye open for anything weird and message me, and I'll be there in a minute if I need to. I'm going to see what this kid needs.
10-4.
All right. So he says, come in. We'll go and talk in my office. Too many years out here anyway. So he seems like a very nice guy. You walk in past literally the biggest human being you've ever seen standing at the door. He's huge. He's like professional wrestler big. And
like 7 feet tall,
yeah.
Built like a brick shithouse.
Yep. And he just smiles at you. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" So Seamus leads you into his office. Says, "Take a seat. What can I do for you?"
Alright, quick question. Why was I looking for him again? So I can write it down.
Yes, you were sent to find out what's going on. You were told of the assassination of Marcus. And basically you found out that something big happened in New York. A high-ranking werewolf was assassinated. And then apparently everything moved to Boston. So you were sent to get a handle on things.
Someone got. Find out why.
Yeah, the Sept in London wants to know, and they don't trust, let's say, human-style communication. This isn't the kind of thing you talk about over the phone.
Okay. So I heard that someone hired an assassin to kill Marcus. Do you know who sent him?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
I am Moiha. Shit, sorry. Panicking right now.
Maliha Tassis.
I am Moiha Cassis. I am a silent
Oh fuck, that's right, the raid.
He immediately relaxes. What do you mean the raid?
The raid at 8 for the Leviathan.
Oh, I thought we were doing that at 9.
Janko.
Okay, tell him, give us 15 minutes. I want to get this settled a little bit. Because I did say I would do it. And then we will pick this up again on any evening you like, including tomorrow. Okay, so, Monica, as soon as you say Silent Strider, he immediately relaxes and goes, "Shit, you should have said that in the first place." Oi. So where'd they send you from?
Shit.
London.
London.
Oh, Christ. All right. So the pommies want to know what the fuck's going on, eh? All right, listen. Come with me. I gotta go catch up to them other two. You can be of some use, and I'll write everything down in a report for you, and you can take it back when you're ready.
All right, thank you.
Hey, no problem. Listen, I'm not like one of them jerks over in London where they got their noses up in the air. Don't you worry about it, and don't worry, we'll see you right with a good place to sleep. How did you find me anyway?
I have an old friend that lives in town.
Ah, all right then. I guess that's the way these things go. Anyways, come on, kid. Vex. You arrive at the bar. You see Seamus walking out with a vaguely Middle Eastern-looking woman.
Hey, boss, who's that?
Ah, it's okay. She's one of us. Sort of. Well, sort of one of us. Silent Strider. She's not one of us, but you know what I mean. So how things go in Chicago?
Pretty good for the most part.
All right. Listen, we got issues here, big time issues. Things have happened. Listen, I'll fill you in on all the rest when we have a chance. Right now, we got Frosh Week going on. We got a bike rally, and that's going to be trouble. Do me a favor, get up high someplace and watch over Boston Common and see what's going on, because I've been getting reports that the crowds are getting bigger and bigger and rowdier and rowdier. Well, he gives you an address. You know the city. I'm not like, let's not. If I tell you to do something, I'm going to assume that you, as somebody, you know what to do. You tell me what you do. Bingo. You got a couple of there's a revolving restaurant in one of the high rises you go to often. There's a rooftop. There's a bell tower in one of the big old churches that you often use that looks out over the park. I don't even know if Boston Common's a thing. I'm just using it because it sounds right.
Yeah, Boston Commons is like kind of a center of town. There's a big park in it.
Bingo.
So there's a bunch of tall buildings that are around it that you could hang out on the roof on. Like there's an apartment building that you know for a fact has a high roof that has easy access to. Yeah. Because you can get to the fire escape pretty easy.
Bingo. This is I'm assuming if I tell your character just to do something and I don't give you a specific way to do it, it's because you have the expertise. So feel free to tell me what you do. Right. You got it. Again, you all have cell phones. You all have ways to contact each other. Diana, you're kind of being dragged along on this, but I mean, it's what you do. What would you like to be doing at this point?
Well, considering I've only just gotten into town, I'd at least take a look around town, see how things are.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering how old this city is. There might be some interesting spirits along the way.
Okay, so are you going into the spirit world?
No.
Okay, you don't have any. Then you don't really have a way to figure out what's going on with spiritually from the mortal realm. But yeah,
I totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm not going in there just yet.
So as you're traveling, you jump into his car. He's got a nice big old caddy, and he's heading towards the center of town. The only thing that you notice easily, and this is no role involved, the crowds are getting bigger and bigger and louder and louder. Basically, you're heading into the place where all the different nightclubs are, and there's the big park and that kind of thing. It's night, but it's a nice night. It's a nice September night, and it's filled with new college students. They're getting bombed. Who's got really, really high perception and alertness skill? That would be you, eh? You notice. That would be you, Justin, right?
I've got perception 4, alertness 2.
Yeah, okay. You notice in the backgrounds and in the alleys a lot of the darker things that are happening. Little drug deals going on, like the drunker frat boys and stuff. Not necessarily roughing up women, but being kind of pigs. Getting touchy-feely. You notice the occasional pushing, shoving match between different groups. It all, on the surface, as you're driving by, just looks like a bunch of people having a good time. But you notice very easily that there's definitely an undercurrent of ugly.
Yeah.
So that's what's that? Nope, you've just been told to keep your eyes open, to look for hot spots, to look for problems, and to look for anything that looks unnatural. There you go. So you're up there and you're watching around. It's getting dark. It's getting hard to see what's going on, but it's obvious that the central common of Boston Common, the large park, is filled with people. It's Frosh Week, so it's natural, but it's loud. It's loud. There's a wild party going on, and make me a perception roll. Make me a perception and alertness roll. Just roll the number of dice you have in perception and the number you have in alertness. A difficulty of 6.
How many, Mario?
How many dots do you have in perception?
He has 3 in perception and 1 in alertness.
So 4 dice. 4 dice, difficulty 6.
And roll now.
Okay. There's almost no police presence, and that's weird. There's like literally one cop car cruising like Charles Road up at the top of the park. That's it. There should be cops everywhere. Okay.
Mario, you get a text on your phone that said it's from Gra, and it's I heard you were back in town. Where are you? Okay, in about 5 minutes, you hear a really loud chopper roll into the Boston Common and park over by the subway, and you see Gra kind of look around and wave up at you from his spot near the subway entrance. He chains his bike to a fence that's right nearby it, and he's kind of like hanging out by the corner of a church over in the corner of the Common. That little block that there is, and he's also looking around trying to see if there's anything interesting happening. Now that he knows that there's no cops there, he's on like high alert.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here because I did promise Otto do the raid. I thought the raid was starting at 9:30. My bad. But okay, that's the intro. We're going to pick it up as early as tomorrow if everyone's available, and just
I'm good for tomorrow. Anytime after like 4, I think.
I get home from work around 7, so.
Okay, that's fine.
What's that? Okay, so you know what? We'll try and plan it for around 7:30.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah, Monica, would you be available tomorrow around 7:30? Dietrich. And Justin.
Sorry, I had background noise going on.
That's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, no problem. And listen, if anything happens, if there's a reason that we can't do it, just message me on the chat, all right? And we will absolutely just plan for another day. As long as everyone's cool. Yeah. Great stuff. All right, guys. Hey, I want to thank everybody who checked out the live stream. I will post this on the YouTube channel so you can watch it at your leisure. I know it was a short one. The next one, I'm going to try and get a couple of solid hours of good role playing. I'm going to head over to Janko's party. Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. I have been Mighty Mr. Mustache. This has been Fireteam Blackwatch and Homebrew Crew. Join us for lots more, and it won't always be WereWolf. We're going to switch and do a couple of different types of games. And hey, if you feel like getting in on it, send us a friend request. Let us know. We'd be happy to have new players. Thank you, and good night. Let me just pop out of here.